Good morning. The Honorable Alan Eustace, other candidates and parliamentary representatives, our young Democrats, importantly, members of the media, especially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. The NDP has always been committed to the idea that the positive use of technology must become a way of life for our citizens. Our vision for information and communication technologies. Thanks. Our vision for information and communication technologies for St. Vincent and Frederick is for our country to boast and to be a wealthy digital society and economy, and the #1 digital destination. The place of choice to connect, communicate, collaborate, and co-create. The NDP is ready to create a wealthy, competitive society and economy through strategic human and infrastructure investments within a thoroughly enabling environment in collaboration with world-class partners. Globalization is real and irreversible. The world is our marketplace. Our philosophy and approach is grounded in finding and exploiting the opportunities wherever and whenever they exist. It is our desire to create a society and economy that is intelligent, responsive, and thriving. That is just make it sure you know. All right, you good there? All right, thank you. Just making sure that my picture is not a big fat microphone when the media takes their place. I hope you're getting my good side. So globalization is real and irreversible because the world is our marketplace. Our philosophy and approach is grounded in finding and exploiting the opportunities wherever and whenever they exist. It is our desire to create a society and economy that is intelligent, responsive, and thriving. That is to say, we want a St. Vincent and the Grenadines that knows how to find and occupy competitive and sustainable niches within a global marketplace. We want our people to exploit science, technology, and innovation to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. Happy, healthy, wealthy. To become a wealthy, healthy, and happy people, we have to make certain well-thought-out inputs or investments. The investments would be made within a well-crafted and designed enabling environment, with the help of our creative citizens and competent global partners. This relationship of investment and environment is like that of a good seed planted in good soil. The strategic investments are the good seeds, and the well-crafted environment is the good soil. And like Jesus in the parable of the sower teaches us, good seeds in good soil bring very good fruit, some 100-fold. The NDP government and NDP government would take seriously the example of the good sower and the principle of the harvest to make sure that our policies, programs, and projects are designed around the best seeds of investment with a fertile and well-prepared soil or enabling environment. Our government would not just throw around laptops in a stony, thorny wayside environment with no proper plan and preparation. No, sir. We would make sure that the system and the school environment and the educators are well prepared for a truly effective and value-added ICT and education program. Our NDP team is not about bells and whistles and bugles. We want our inputs, our investments in education to be genuine tools for learning, not just a toy without a proper purpose. They say, hurry, hurry, bird, don't build good nest. And as a matter of fact, if this hurry bird were a horse, he would be putting the carriage in front. So today, as you see what we have created, using Vincentian Nova and our nation's young, bright minds, we ask you to envisage a St. Vincent and the Grenadines where technology is a way of life. In this St. Vincent, wireless internet connectivity would be available at no cost to the visitor and the local alike in government offices, at tourism sites, and over every square inch of this place and space. The idea is to have every visitor and every individual able to be online from the moment they arrive on our shores. We will make St. Vincent and the Grenadines a hotspot, online wireless hotspot for free. In this vision of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, government services would be accessible online to make business more efficient and less problematic. Taking e-government further, our plan is to make government available and accessible, on the move, in the palm of your hand, through mobile government or m-government. Resource centers will be smart labs where information can be accessed by those who are and who are not tech savvy. Why should the farmer who needs information about how to fight black sigatoka have to wonder where he can get it? He should be able to walk into a community smart lab, ask his questions, and get his answers. Or better yet, get it on his phone as an SMS or a message on his smartphone. The best and brightest creators are not those who want to be harnessed to a desk. In this space, our children who share a desire to learn and to exploit technology by developing that next great idea must know that this is no pipe dream. Mentorship by some of the world's best innovators and thinkers will become a reality in this new St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Developing that type of capacity is critical if we are to become the next hub for tech development on this side of the world. In this new St. Vincent and the Grenadines, tech businesses will thrive. With employees coming from among our youth, receiving training and certification that can never be questioned or doubted, receiving on-the-job training from businesses attracted to our shores through active marketing and incentives from a government that wants to see our youth gainfully employed. Let this new St. Vincent be a benchmark for how technology can change lives and empower people to populate that internet space and provide goods and services, make a living, being paid directly to their bank accounts, because mobile banking can be as easy as an app on a smartphone in the palm of your hand. For example, we see our water taxis, our coconut vendors, our fruit sellers, our village kiosk operators, our tour guides, receiving payment from visitors and locals alike, right on the spot, with a swipe of a card or a mobile money transfer through a simple code. In this new world, tourism would be enhanced through the advances in technology, marketing using GPS, attracting the internet savvy and the adventurous. We plan to make our beautiful country a #1 digital destination, where persons from anywhere in the world can hike our mountains and trails, cycle through our beautiful countryside, snorkel and dive in our perfect waters, or fly over our ruggedly beautiful terrain from the comfort of their home or gym through virtual reality. Long before they set foot on our actual soil, visitors can explore our virtual spaces alone or in groups, learn our history, buy our products, and share with their friends the joy of their virtual experience in this St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the digital paradise. We have already identified the requisite technology and global partners to make this virtuality a reality. In this new St. Vincent and the Grenadines, healthcare would be taken to the next level with not just record keeping at the district level, making access to information and treatment easier, but SMS messaging to connect patients and healthcare workers for things like medication reminders, appointment reminders, important alerts, or sharing health tips with a homemaker. Ultimately, we would make sure that telemedicine, where doctors around the world and our own doctors can provide consultancy, advice, and even perform minor operations through the internet in real-time collaboration, reality. This is a Sen Vynnette and the Grenadines, where technology is a tool, our friend, and our means for diversifying our economy and empowering our youth to be at its center. We already know the big dreams of our nation's youth. We want to put you to work to fulfill them. Underpinning all of this, an NDP administration would create a formal mechanism to encourage our university students to focus their research on local problems. We believe in knowledge-driven decision-making and development. We believe that our young students, if sufficiently equipped, can perform useful research that can guide our development, as well as inspire pride in our local heritage. Our local flora and fauna, our forests and seas, our history and culture are all rich resources to be unearthed through a well-designed and focused local research program. Our youth, our people in general, in this e-friendly Sen Vynnette and the Grenadines, will, with the right support, see technology not simply as consumers, but more importantly, as vendors, as sellers of products in that virtual space, as service providers. Telecom companies must look towards helping to develop a content creation economy rather than simply relying on high-call tariffs for profitability. In other words, our telecom companies must transition to becoming platforms where our local content creators of games and apps, digital rising star type productions, for example, can be sold to global markets and global audiences. Imagine selling an updated version of the digital rising star program to a global market, for example, the Chinese market, on tablets, TVs, and smartphones. The possibilities are truly endless. The New Democratic Party also believes that to pave the way for new economic development, Sen Vynnette and the Grenadines must diversify its economy by establishing a new focus on new products and services derived by harnessing STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is important that the citizens and students of Sen Vynnette and the Grenadines not just be users of technology, but also be originators of technology. It is time to show the world that we are not simply only a nice vacation destination, but a place where innovation thrives and businesses can take advantage of our vibrant and educated workforce. This, of course, all starts with education. We cannot wait another minute before we begin to emphasize, prioritize education reform in the STEM disciplines. Our schools, our teachers, and our communities must get behind a countrywide effort to reform our educational institutions around STEM. We have a strong culture that has long supported entrepreneurship in many areas. Going forward, we must start to embrace entrepreneurship in areas in support of STEM disciplines. We must encourage those in other countries to include us in their global entrepreneurial programs, so that our own people can participate in entrepreneurial activities here and abroad. Mr. Yusuf mentioned it before, but the NDP has opened the door for our country's potential participation in mentorship programs, including one organized by one of the top 5 business incubators in the United States. It is now up to us to support Sen Vynnette and the Grenadines entrepreneurs who strive to expand their businesses overseas and participate in these sorts of programs. Today, we have shown you how we use the skill of our local youth with this web-based app for promoting the idea of voter registration. This is one idea. in your space. You young people, this is in your space. And we know that with the support of a government administration led by us, the New Democratic Party, you will see greater opportunities to lead, innovate, create, and push our country forward with technology as your tool. Thank you very much for being here.